Hi guys, my name is Noelle Romano. I am a voice talent who recently had to undergo a partial thyroidectomy. And because of the nature of what I do, this was a really scary time for me leading up to it. And I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube, but I didn't really see anyone who was in a similar position, somebody who depends on their voice to make a living and might be worried about how this procedure is going to affect them. So I decided to chronicle my experience and share that with you in the hopes that it can provide information and maybe even some comfort and help for somebody who is in a similar boat and has to undergo this experience. In July of this year, I went to my doctor for a routine checkup, and I did bring up thyroid concerns because my mother, who is 81, is actually going through a similar thing with her thyroid where she had to have a full thyroidectomy. So I brought it up to my doctor. She started feeling around in my neck and she felt a lump on the right side. I had to get an ultrasound. I had to get numerous biopsies, and unfortunately they couldn't rule it out as not cancer. So the only other step after that is to remove the lobe of the thyroid that has the nodule in it. I'm waiting to get the results back. My doctor said it looked good, meaning that it looked like it's not cancer, but they won't know that for sure until they get those results back. Now, of course, if it does come back as cancer, the risk, and I knew this was a risk with only getting a partial, is that I will then have to go in and possibly have that other side removed. But the thing about thyroid issues and thyroid cancer and how it's been treated over the past few years is that there is a certain criteria for how you treat it, but that criteria is kind of a moving target. You know, the medical community kind of changes its ideas about how aggressively to treat thyroid issues. And just knowing that, I wanted to take a very conservative approach and try to keep half of my thyroid with the hopes that it would take over and I wouldn't have to be on thyroid medication, which I understand is very common, but I do know it can be a little tricky for people to find the right dosage. And so if I could avoid that, I wanted to. But like I said, I was really scared when I first got this diagnosis because I was like, I'm a voice talent. Anything having to do with the neck, anything near the voice scares the hell out of me. Am I going to have to quit and do something else if my voice is not the same? So I'm chronicling that. As you can hear, it really hasn't. It's a little bit weak, like I'll cough a little bit, but this is only the Monday after. But the actual quality of my voice and how I use it on mic specifically, I don't feel is that affected. I certainly would not want to have to sing or do any vocal acrobatics. I don't do crazy character voices or video games right now, so that's great actually. So I can't speak for that. The kind of work that I do is a little bit more on the intimate side, so I feel like it's less stressful to my voice. Anyway, if you'd like to check out some samples of my work and the kind of voiceover that I do, you can visit my website, which is norovo.com. That's NOROVO.com, and check out some of my work. But I will keep you guys up to date on how my progress is going. And yeah, hopefully it can help somebody. So thanks so much.